TikTok's creepiest trans creator is under criminal investigation, in brackets, finally. So this is, what's their name? Lily Tony something. And this person's a weirdo. This person's a weirdo and a creep, and in my opinion anyway, right? Allegedly, without getting sued.
Those Disney bathroom selfies got y'all real upset, huh? Saying, oh, Lily, you can't.
Yes! The Disney bathroom selfies, you filming and streaming in them, I think it was filming, not streaming, got people upset because it makes people uncomfortable if there's a person filming in a bathroom, a private area. It's flash news, illegal. It's illegal to film in bathrooms.
Can't take selfies in the bathroom. It's not appropriate. There's also talk of me
It's
getting
not
sued for my bathroom pictures at Disney. As far as
I think I'm gonna be struggling using the freaking pronouns here because I'm sorry, Lily. You don't look very feminine. You don't sound very feminine. So I will be full and honest, I will be struggling with the pronouns. Don't fucking cancel me about it. This isn't being done maliciously.
As I know, I am not getting sued, and I don't expect to, because I didn't
Pretty sure Lily is getting sued.
do anything wrong.
Yeah, we're investigating this. We do not tolerate men or boys in women's and girls' restrooms.
Well, that didn't take long at all, did it?
I wanted to watch, like, I was thinking of watching a video she made 2 weeks ago, but I was thinking that this video might be maybe a bit too spicy, I don't know. But I think with how big the situation has gotten, I think it's important to actually talk about it. They took a photo of a minor in a restroom, a minor. Yeah, it's not okay. It's not okay at all what this person is doing.
Hi, my name is Sydney. Welcome back to hell. And as per usual, before we launch in, today's video is sponsored by Incogni. Also, two things before we get into this video. Yes, I currently am sick. I have a head cold. That's why I sound like a prepubescent teenage boy. And yes, I have taken a metric ton of medication and decongestants.
To silence?
Decongestants. That sounds incorrect. Anyway, I have taken many medications in order to be functional enough to film this video. I'm sorry I sound like a prepubescent teenage boy. I am trying my best. Spent so much of the day like...
She sounds fine.
The other thing
Is this the person that was trying to explain a gender reassignment surgery to kids under 10? Okay, so what they were doing is filming themselves. I actually think live streaming themselves multiple times on multiple occasions, explaining how the reassignment surgery works in Disneyland, in restaurants where minors are present.
I quickly want to note relates to the pre-sale orders that many of you have placed with relation to my tea blends, the new tea blends. The good news is that those are actually going to be to me by Friday, which is really exciting. Obviously, give me a couple of days to get everything situated to start posting all of those to you, because I have to unpack everything and do all the bits and pieces. And if you got an email about this today or in the next couple of days, because I just sent out an email, ignore that, because the dates on that are wrong. I had an update from my guy this morning. Big thank you for how patient all of you are. There's so many things went wrong with this order. So I'm really excited that it's all coming finally, and I'm gonna start shipping everything to you guys very soon as I get it. So once again, big thank you. You're all just wonderful, lovely people. If you've emailed me about this in the last week and I haven't yet gotten back to you, just bear in mind that I am dying and it's just me who answers emails. So yes. So here we are at the end of June and the world might actually be ending, but I don't want to think about that.
Don't remind me, Sydney.
Because if I allow my brain to go there and to consider all the potential possibilities, I might go mad and possibly get more piercings or a tattoo Who's to say?
God.
So today we continue the ongoing saga of Lily Tino, and I know some of you are probably thinking, but Sydney, I would like a break. I would like a break from Bizarro World.
We all would like a break from this person, hopefully soon, because Lily Tino is potentially facing 5 years in prison.
I would like to get off the Hell Gondola. But here's the thing, Tim, there's no breaks for me, so there's no breaks for you. I don't
Fair.
make the rules. I just steer the Hell Gondola. To date, if you have been following along, I have...
Yo, her shirt says rice tarnished. Let's go.
Already posted 2 additional videos about Lily Tino on this channel, which I will link in the description box, that basically go over what has been going on so far and what has led us here. What has been going on is trauma. Lots and lots
Yeah, absolute trauma.
of trauma. But to quickly recap for those of you who aren't familiar, and honestly count your blessings for that,
I actually only recently came across Lily Tino's content, and that was, I think, within the past half a year or something, where I came across like one short / TikTok or whatever, like it went viral on Twitter, about them sitting at a cafe and the cafe staff asking Lily to relocate. But they were arguing that it was transphobic. This is what this person does, by the way. Oh, sorry about that picture. Perfect picture, by the way. Perfect pause picture. Perfect pause frame. This is what this person does. They go out under the under the pretense of doing food reviews. They film themselves, and then when someone misgenders them, they start a shitstorm. It's IRL rage bait. It is. Like, even when people like apologize, like, didn't do it on purpose. Like, I'm sorry, Lily, you look like a man. There's no way around it. You look and sound like a man. It's... I can't blame people for misgendering this person. I just can't. It's... Yeah. Yeah.
Tino is a trans-identified male who continually upsets people online for...
Excuse me, what is that trans women getting pregnant? I'm sorry, but that's just not possible. You're not a biological woman, and it's just... It's not possible. It just isn't. I'm sorry to tell you, but you're never gonna be pregnant. It's not scientifically possible, it's not. That's appropriation? Yeah, I guess so. Call me transphobic in that case, I guess. Call me transphobic to argue on science.
Male who continually upsets people online for a multitude of reasons, including, but not limited to, going into restaurants, harassing waitstaff, getting misgendered, because, I mean, like, how could you not? And then trying to get free meals from said misgendering, talking about serious...
Again, this multiple times. Lily, Tino, whatever the name is, has been doing this multiple times. If they explained it once in their videos, right? If they explained it once in their videos to, like, say how it works, but doing it at Disney multiple times next to minors. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Sex reassignment surgeries while children are present, and using food to illustrate these surgeries. Skinwalking as children's entertainer, Miss Rachel, making OF content on Maine, and going into women's bathrooms and making women very uncomfortable.
Trans women are the best at sports.
Why? Because they got the biological feature of man? Why? Was that transphobic? My bad.
I have been misgendered 3 times in the past 24 hours at restaurants.
What the fuck?
Trans women aren't women, then is this big croissant not a croissant?
What? 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 What?
Hi friends! Today we're talking about something super cool called pronouns.
Ah! It's like a laundry list of nope.
Yes, we can. We carry the baby in our balls.
Oh, my bad. Oh, that's why Randy had huge balls in that one episode. Ah, got it. Got it.
Last time we spoke of Tino, the TikToker had gone on a fun journey to Disney World. Once again, why an adult male is going to Disneyland alone, I do not know, but we won't think.
I think that's a little bit mean of her to say. I will go to Disney World. To be fair, I'm not. I wouldn't go alone. You know what? Maybe she's right. Kids already had cancer. I know! It was a joke! Shut up! I watched the episode many times because it's one of Exion's favorite episodes. What do you want from me?
What episode?
The where Randy has big balls.
Oh,
That one.
the weed.
Yes, the weed one. I lost the plot, thanks. Where were we?
Too deeply.
Right, Disneyland. I wouldn't go alone to Disneyland because I'm socially anxious. I wouldn't go alone anywhere. But I think there's a lot of adults visiting Disneyland. I don't think there's much wrong with it. But you know, I digress. I might be wrong on this one. To be fair, I might be wrong. This is the kind of disrespectful stunt that will not only make trans people look bad, but will make the assumption that the majority of trans people are like this, causing trouble because of bad apples like her causing the disturbance, not only to the public, but also on social media. That is absolutely fucking right. Lily Tino is one of the worst examples for trans people there is out there. And one of the worst... Like... Lily Tino is giving people a reason to be transphobic and feeling justified in being transphobic. There's a lot of trans people that just want to live their life, they just want to transition in peace and not bother anyone. Right? There's a lot of trans people that are just a fucking gender dysphoria and they don't want to broadcast all their mental illness to the world. And I think that's okay and I think that's respectable. But this... The Johnny Stormali of trans, yeah, more or less.
And why an adult male is going to Disneyland alone, I do not know, but we won't think too deeply about this one, lest we want to feel sadness inside. Anyway, during the visit, Tino made a series of inflammatory rage bait videos, but the two that matter to...
This one is ridiculous. Like, the way they instantly apologize, saying, apologies, ma'am, when it was called out, and then... I don't know if she's gonna show the full clip, but the person just wanted the bread to be taken away again. Like, it's so performative and rage-inducing and rage-baiting, it's ridiculous.
The day revolve around Tino using the women's bathroom, which we know happened because Tino posted a video about it.
Literally posted a video of raiding different bathrooms. There's also a clip, I don't know if she's gonna show it, where this person talks about if they would still go into the bathroom if it was against the rules. And they said yes, just to make a statement. What the fuck is wrong with you? Literally, you are the reason people are transphobic.
Bit into Disney World. I don't really know what the deal is with bathrooms. You know, Florida is really conservative. I don't know what the rules are. Trans women are allowed to be in women's bathrooms, but I'm about to go and use the bathroom because I have to tinkle. If I get stopped, I get stopped.
Tinkle is so cringe.
Not interested, sir. Anyway, here's how to tell that your LED sign is cheap.
Oh, Tony. Tony is the GOAT.
I guess, but I'm a woman, so I'm going to use the women's bathroom, and being in Florida or being in California or wherever isn't going to stop me.
I'm sorry. Again, Lily, this person, Lily Tino, does not sound feminine. It doesn't even attempt to make their voice sound any more feminine. Like... This is also genophilia, not gender dysphoria. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. No idea. It wouldn't surprise me, but I have no idea. Anyway, this LC. Yeah.
standing up, which is something I'm sometimes a little self-conscious about with the sound. Think, oh, is there someone peeing standing up there? But you know what? I peed standing up, and it was fine.
Tino also posted a series of photos in...
How would they... No. Get back to that. Rewinds.
They get stopped, I guess. But I'm about to go and use the bathroom because I have to tinkle. If I get stopped, I get stopped, I guess. But I'm a woman, so I'm going to use the women's bathroom, and being in Florida or being in California or wherever isn't going to stop me. I peed standing up, which is something I'm sometimes a little self-conscious about with the sound. Think, oh, is there someone peeing standing up there?
Oh, okay. I thought they literally saw him. There it is. Called Lilia him. It's just looks like a guy. What can I do? It's not malicious. Whatever. Don't care. They even have the typical male 3-head shoulder with. Yeah. Lily Tina was born Nicholas. I don't care about the name. I don't wanna play those stupid ass mental gymnastics of using a name, using a nickname, using a chosen name. I don't care. I really don't care about that. To me, if someone prefers to be called one way over another, I don't care. Like, I prefer being called Kitsu by friends I have known for 10 years. I don't want them calling me my IRL name. So to me, that entire name shit, I legitimately don't give a fuck if the person is legally called Nicholas or Lily or a fucking dolphin. I don't care. I legitimately do not care. But one German VTuber, yeah. So I'm not gonna go out of my way saying, no, this person is called Nicholas! No, Lily is a pretend. I don't care. It's too much mental gymnastics in my head. Like, same shit for Anna Valence, right? Like, I was introduced, quote unquote, introduced to the person online, right? Like, I've never spoken to Anna Valence, but like, I have gotten to know about Anna Valence under the name of Anna Valence, and I didn't even know that person was trans. So in my head, I already made the connection. Anna is a female name. I'ma call Anna her. Simple. Anna, female. Done. I have no face, no voice to connect to Anna Valence apart from the name. So to me, that's that. This person right here, I see on my screen, I see someone who looks like a man, who sounds like a man, who is in woman's clothing, but that's all there is to it. So to me, this is, again, mental gymnastics, all because the internet is fucking retarded and will cancel you if you fucking mispronounce someone. It's ridiculous. I just don't want to live through that shitstorm is all. Like, I genuinely just don't want to live through the fucking shitstorm of being, oh, this person is transphobic because she said he instead of she. Like, I just leave me alone with that shit, man.
There, but you know what? I peed standing up, and it was fine.
Tino also posted a series of photos inside women's bathrooms at the amusement park, rating each one, I guess, for their trans friendliness. I genuinely do not know. Rating each one,
There were
I guess.
people. There's a person right here. That does look like an adult. That doesn't look like an adult.
For their trans friendliness. I genuinely do not know why there is this preoccupation that persists with the place that you go to pee. I am beginning to think this is a form of mental illness in and of itself.
It is.
Once again, very on brand. But if there was ever going to be an on-brand moment that I would support, it's protecting yourself from data brokers, which is why today's video is sponsored by Incogni.
Okay.
Have you ever gotten a call like this? Hello,
I'm gonna
Sydney.
grab water.
You've won $100 billion.
I'm gonna real quick do a Hassan while the ad is playing. I don't care. I need water.
Me access to your bank account so I can get it to you.
Or a text like this.
Hello, Sydney. This is USPS. We lost your package. Please click this link so we can find it for you.
But I didn't send a package! If the answer is yes and you do get spam calls and texts, then unfortunately your private information is probably out there on the internet somewhere, being traded by data brokers. The alarming thing about this is that these data websites create detailed personal profiles and then publish them online for anyone to see. So it is because of this horrible practice that I can't believe is legal that I 1000% recommend.
I'm back. What happened? fucking Frogan shit right there. What happened?
Recommend Incogni. Incogni reaches out to data brokers on your behalf and requests that they remove your personal information. Incogni also deals with any objections and keeps scanning these sites on your behalf and reissuing takedown notices if your information pops back up.
Which it does and can do because they can keep re-adding you. God, I hate data brokers so freaking much.
And thankfully, it is a wild
Data brokers are actually scary, man. I actually don't know how I got Docs chat, so I am actually using like I don't remember which one I'm using, but I'm using a service that just deletes my addresses and names out of all those stupid services.
really easy to use. You create your account, give Incogni the right to work for you, and then sit back and watch the magic happen. Since making my account, Incogni have completed
Delete me? Yeah, I'm using delete me,
over
I think.
1,000 removal requests for me, which is absolutely insane. And now, very excitingly, they offer custom removals too.
I should get a sponsorship from Delete Me. Since I used them to get my address deleted online. Oh shit, right, I gotta take my meds.
This lets you request a removal from any data broker site not already in Incogni's system, and from websites where they can legally request a removal. So if you too want to protect your private information and fight the evil data brokers, then click the link in the description or go to incogni.com/Sydney. And don't forget to use code Sydney to get 60% off an annual plan.
Whoa.
Obviously, and unsurprisingly, these actions really bothered a lot of
Bro. Sorry for pausing the video again, but like, I just yesterday or the day before on Twitter, I actually saw like a stop motion. No, it wasn't a stop motion. It was actually just like with clay dough. Of someone doing this gender reassignment surgery. It was so uncomfortable to watch. The post went viral. It had like, I don't know, 4 million views or something. It was so freaking uncomfortable to watch.
Of people, your girl here included, to the extent that it kicked off an entire online discussion where Tino was once again accused of being a fan of the playground and being overall really creepy in general. One small TikToker also
Also, let's be honest, right? Like, what actual woman dresses like this? Like, there's so many styles that are just clashing. Like, first of all, there's nose ring, there's nose piercings. The glasses are completely fucking ugly. I get the Minnie Mouse shit with the bow because Disney, but goddamn. Disney adults? These are dressed like this. The only type is the Disney adult. Disney adult? Disney adult? Okay, I know Royalty is here made a Disney adult video. Maybe we'll watch that. Maybe watch that tomorrow or something. Wait, no, not tomorrow. Friday.
also claimed to be present in one of the photographs that Tino posted in the women's bathroom and said that she was looking to take legal action with relation to the matter.
Anyway, I'm scrolling and guys, look what I noticed. Boom. There I am. I personally am going to try to seek legal
As you should.
advice.
Because what the fuck?
About it, because I don't know what else was taken without my permission. Like other photos that may not have been posted, because I don't know what else was taken in there while it was supposed to be a private area, when it was supposed to be somewhere that I should be able to just, you know.
My question is why this person is going on Disney World alone. I don't know. It's probably me thinking that that's not too weird, but in the end, I'm weird. So, I don't know normal social clues of going outside, I guess, so that's just me.
Do what I need to do and feel safe doing so.
Because, fun fact, you can't take videos or pictures of people in bathrooms or locker rooms or whatever in the state of Florida.
It's illegal!
That's where Disney World is. My stupid sick brain can't remember if I already told you guys that, so it's in Florida. Anyway, here is why we are—
I want to go to Disney World at one point, I'll be honest. Yeah, Trumpet, thank you for the one gifted. Appreciate you, man.
We're talking about this absolute weirdo once again. The Attorney General of Florida, a man called James Uthmere, Uthmere, you guys know, I'm not good at names, I'm sorry, announced on Benny Johnson's podcast on June 23rd, 2025, that an investigation into Lily Tino was in full swing.
This is a transgender influencer. This seems to be like, first off, like you shouldn't be allowed to like film inside of bathrooms. It seems really creepy.
Yeah, it's illegal.
But then here in Disney, it's like extra layers of creepy and wrong.
Oh my god, it is the Benny show.
Is there anything happening from a state level on this topic?
Yeah, we're investigating this. We do not tolerate men or boys in women's and girls' restrooms, gyms.
And all Lily is gonna do is just gonna cry transphobia.
Private spaces, no tolerance. We're investigating this one. We've already cracked down on some gyms in South Florida.
You can't do this. Like, the people are just there in the background.
They were allowing people that identify as women to go into women's locker rooms. We put them on notice that legal action was coming. Thankfully, they changed their ways. It's amazing we have to have these conversations today. But here in Florida, we believe there are two sexes, men and women, and we are going to protect our girls at all costs.
All right.
Yes, Lily Tino is being investigated.
That's surprising coming from some parts of America. Well, hey, let's go. Didn't Dr. Disrespect get banned of recording in the bathroom? Yeah, he did.
By the state of Florida. Maybe I do believe in angels after all. Now, because I know you guys, I know some of you are probably thinking,
I don't believe you.
and you know what? I had the same thought, because there's lots of politicians who go
Florida is one of the most right-leaning states. I actually didn't know.
on people's shows and they say things either in the heat of the moment or they exaggerate in some way. And so when I initially heard this, I thought, okay, well, what are the veracity? What are you even saying right now? What is the veracity of this claim? So I just so happen to know somebody who works for the Attorney General's office, and I reached out to that person and I said, what is going on? Are you actually investigating? And this person responded and they said, I can't give you any more details.
Well, of course not.
Said, but yes, I can confirm we are in fact investigating. And I was like, can you give me any more information than that? And this person was like, no. And I was like, okay.
But can you though? Can you though? I won't tell it's you.
Okay, well that sucks. I guess I'm not one of those special people that gets to have any goss. Bright side, silver lining, at least the confirmation is there. They are in fact investigating Lily Tino. Normally
yeah, and from what I've heard, Lily Tino could face up to 5 years of prison because of what they did.
I would wait for more information to come out, but when I asked this person as well, what's the timeline of information on this, they said, I'm not giving that to you either. So I wanted to just tell you about this and maybe we can cover it as it unfolds, because I am excited about the fact that Creepy McCreeperson might actually be stopped from being creepy. Now, like I mentioned in my last video about this topic, there are 2 potential laws that Lily Tino has broken here. The first is actually a newer piece of legislation that expects people to use the bathroom that corresponds with their sex. The other, and this is the one that I'm
gonna be fair, and again, this will be taken from some people as me being transphobic, but I think bathrooms should be mainly based on sex, as in your biological gender, and then just make neutral bathrooms. Make neutral bathrooms for everyone else.
Imagine that they'd pursue, if this actually ever goes to court, is a statute that prohibits unauthorized photography in settings where people expect a reasonable degree of privacy, such as restrooms. This is a felony and comes with...
Make all bathrooms neutral? Absolutely not, no. Absolutely not. No, because then men and women would constantly be in their bathrooms together, and because bathrooms are already huge private areas, there could be crimes happening and you don't even fucking know what is going on in there. So absolutely not. Just add neutral bathrooms, but keep females and males separated. Neutral bathrooms would mean no urinals, and those are peak efficiency for men. Yeah, well, if you need to use a urinal, go into the men's bathroom, because the only way you need to use a urinal is by having a penis.
Up to 5 years in prison and or a $5,000 fine. And honestly, reading through this, it's quite clear about what's legal and what's not in bathrooms and locker rooms and other private settings. So, Tino, you done goofed. Guess there won't be a lot of time to complain about being misgendered in prison. One of my favorite things about this entire situation is how in one of the videos that Tino posted, Tino's like, well, I don't know what the laws are in the state of Florida, but I'm gonna use the women's bathroom.
How fucking dumb can you be? Oh my god.
I am a woman. And the state of Florida turned up and was like,
you keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
On account of that marshmallow wand that you're trying to get rid of. Yeah, women don't have those. So this situation...
Yeah, this person, by the way, still has their marshmallow wand.
At least on the surface, seems pretty cut and dried. Tino, a male, went into a female bathroom, which is against the law, and then took pictures of women in the bathroom, which is also against the law. But the truly interesting thing is that since doing all of this and royally upsetting the internet, Tino has taken not an ounce, not a singular morsel of personal accountability.
Of course not. Tino's just gonna cry transphobia. That's matter of fact of every video that I have seen of Tino's is that each time them being trans is being used as a shield. No. You're just a shit person. People are not being transphobic, you're just a shitty person. By the way, there actually is a video of Tino getting stuck in an elevator. And the person answers with, sir? And of course, Tino gets upset about being misgendered. My brother in Christ, my sister in Christ, whatever the fuck, right? Like I say my brother in Christ to everyone, so this is misgendering. Fuck off. My brother in Christ. The person doesn't see you and you sound like a man. What do you expect?
In fact, Tino is very committed to mocking this situation at every given opportunity. In one very sarcastic TikTok, Tino mocks the situation while pretending to be a woman with her child, going into a bathroom where Tino is present.
I am suing Lily Tino for emotional distress.
Can't be serious. Well, this person is such a bad image to anyone who wants to be trans because of their gender dysphoria and just wants to live their fucking life. This is bad.
Last week, I was in Disney World in the women's bathroom with my child. And when I walked into the bathroom, there was Lily Tino taking pictures.
Bro, even when trying to imitate a woman, you still sound like a man. Like, do you not know how to pitch your voice up? What the fuck?
Pictures in the bathroom mirror. And she turned to me and said, hey, let me get your face in this picture. And I said, no, thank you. But then she took the picture anyway of me and my kid. And I felt this really weird feeling. And I looked down at my kid and my kid got turned into a corn dog. Lily Tino turned my kid into a corn dog.
In another video, Tino addresses various rumors and accusations and actually acknowledges...
Bro, you're the furthest thing from a mommy. You're not a mommy and you're not even a daddy. Please stay away. If anything, you got mommy and daddy issues. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
A petition going around to remove the box-dyed menace from TikTok.
Those Disney bathroom selfies got y'all real upset, huh? Saying, oh, Lily, you can't take selfies in the bathroom. It's not appropriate. Well, let me remind you that literally every celebrity you've ever enjoyed on screen has at one point taken a bathroom selfie. For example...
This person is alone and not bothering anyone. There's no one else in that picture, and they're not being a public nuisance. They're not making videos and posting them everywhere. What? Some of them are private bathrooms. One of them was a private bathroom.
Selfie. For example...
Like, this is a private bathroom.
And it's not just celebrities. Any woman...
They usually take them in their own bathroom. What the fuck are they talking? Like, legit, what the fuck is the point?
You ever meet has likely taken a photo in a public bathroom.
Yes, I have, but I have not posted it anywhere. And I also don't have other people in that. It's literally illegal. You're in Florida. It's in the law. You can't do that.
And of course, our noodle-haired weirdo smugly
The poor dog man
claims that there are no lawsuits currently pending.
Sorry for completely going off topic here, but there's a clip of Lily Tino accidentally slipping up and calling Nugget, what the name of the dog is, the N-word. My tinfoil hat theory, okay? Here's my tinfoil hat theory, right? That in private, Lily Tino calls that dog the N-word anyway. And just calls it Nugget in public. That's my tinfoil hat theory. Oh my god. Poor dog, it's frozen in solid fear. Poor dog, man. Someone save that dog, man.
And of course, our noodle-haired weirdo smugly claims that there are no lawsuits currently pending against the TikToker.
There's also talk of me getting sued for my bathroom pictures at Disney. As far as I know, I am not getting sued, and I don't expect to, because I didn't do anything wrong.
It's illegal.
All of this on its own clearly made people even angrier. But honestly, this is Lily Tino's way. This is the way that this person does things. Each time the TikToker has been called out, the response has been to deflect blame and play the victim. But this time, our TikToker friends sealed this rage.
I'm gonna be sorry, okay? I apologize in advance, but if someone showed me this this picture here and asked me, is this a man or a woman? You know what my answer would be.
TikToker friends sealed this rage in stone. I don't know if that's a phrase, but it is now. After posting a series of rage bait photos at Disney, claiming to have made it trans. So clearly, and I know I'm a broken record at this point, this is a person who enjoys getting a rise out of people, especially when children are involved. Red flag alert. Now, obviously.
I love that red flag, dude.
Lily Tino is just one weirdo in a sea of weirdos. But this is also a person who has demonstrated time and time again that asserting dominance and making women uncomfortable is actually the objective. Which is why Tino,
to be fair, I'd say it's a gay dude.
Has already made so many videos about women's spaces and especially in women's bathrooms. And it honestly isn't too surprising to see these smug responses to all the drama. Tino is enjoying this because this is what the TikToker is setting out to do. Not to mention, the traction this particular weirdo has gotten highlights that these people thrive from the chaos that they create.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Tino has certainly been a master at creating that chaos. In a recent live stream, Tino argued that being on the receiving end of legal action would actually be a good thing.
How?
Because it would draw more attention to the trans community.
Yeah, in a negative light. More people would feel justified in being transphobic because you are a bad actor.
Yeah, in a way that makes people want to exterminate it.
And if truly...
Like, there's already more people being transphobic than being accepting of trans people. Let's be honest. I think most of the people in the world are pretty neutral about it, but overall, if we only compare accepting, like, supportive of trans and being transphobic, I think there's more transphobic people. I just think so. At least in the open, right? At least in the open. So people already have an issue with this. And then you act this way, purposely creating scene after scene after scene, to be actively hated. Now people are gonna feel justified in it. They're straight phobic? Yeah.
Truly that happened, right? If truly they wanted to say it was against the rules for you to take bathroom selfies.
It feels like the ratio is getting worse. It does feel that way, yeah.
That will ultimately be a good thing. You sent, not like that I'm happy to be in trouble that way, but this is what it is being an advocate, okay? This is like...
No, this is not what being an advocate is. There's trans people that absolutely hate Tino for what this person does. Because all they do is deflect and use trans as a shield. They're being a public nuisance. They're being an asshole to people. They're constantly trying to get free food in restaurants. It's not even trans people are fine with how Tino is acting.
My goal in taking those pictures was to normalize trans women using the women's room.
But sure, I also agree.
The way to normalize this is to just use it, not make a scene, go in, do your fucking business, and go out. That's how you normalize things. Not by just making an uproar about things. Like, get it in your fucking brain, man.
Agree that intimidating women and children in bathrooms will certainly draw attention and get people talking. Just maybe not in the way that you want. Funnily enough, Tino's behavior and desire to point everything, good or bad, back to the trans community is why some trans creators have started calling the TikToker out, saying this is a person doing nothing good for fellow trans people. Now, for me, I have already articulated my thoughts on Lily Tino a little bit in the other videos that I've made about this, so I'm going to try not to go over old ground here. But I will say, and I guess reiterate, this is a person who has absolutely no regard for others. This is a person who clearly goes out of their way to upset other people.
Yeah, also true.
And this is a person who has absolutely no interest in doing the right thing by women. And importantly, this is a person who is very, very entitled.
Entitled, self-centered, narcissistic. Definitely mentally ill. Like, let's be honest. Like, I've read somewhere, I've seen a video somewhere that Lily Tino had or has gender dysphoria, which often is the case with trans people, right? And gender dysphoria is, in the end, a mental illness. They're mentally ill. What do you want me to say?
And I mean, ultimately, Lily Tino's behavior is going to continue like this unless people stop watching, stop donating and funding Tino, or Tino does something that actually legally crosses a bunch of lines and gets arrested. So in this case, while I am very interested that an investigation has apparently gotten underway, I don't obviously know what the net result of that will be, but I do hope that there is a net result. Florida has already demonstrated that it will enforce its laws on this specific issue, as other trans-identified males have been arrested and fined for going into women's bathrooms and facilities and whatnot.
Okay.
So really, I am very interested to see what happens in this particular situation, and honestly, this is going to sound kind of bad to some of you. I am very much looking forward to seeing some of the smugness sucked out of Lily Tino if this investigation actually does something, if it actually goes somewhere.
That's a good point. If Tino was dysphoric, then he would try harder to pass. That is actually a good point. Because the voice is male, the face is male, the clothes are pathetic. The behavior, below bottom line, like absolutely fucking disgusting. No man or woman acts this way.
So in the end, from here, I guess we are all going to be snuggled up together as we watch how this massive car crash unfolds. Now on that note, and before I open the floor to all of you, this is just a reminder to check out Incogni using the link in the description. I love Incogni, I genuinely use them, and if you're like me and you are icked out and worried about the data broker side of things, this is absolutely something worth looking into and worth subscribing to if this is an overall concern. Now I open the floor to all of you. What do you all think? Are you surprised?
Only weirdos act like this regardless of gender. Yeah. Sea of Whiskey, thank you for the tier 1.
Lily Tino
6 months,
has ended up in this situation. Do you think that this investigation is going to go anywhere? Do you think that it's just, you know, some...
I hope it does. I really hope it does. Like, this needs repercussions. This needs some, consequences.
Political people saying some noise and nothing's gonna come of it. Do you think that this is a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Is it taking things too far, or is it not taking things far enough? What do you think of Lily Tino's response to all of the criticism for the initial bathroom incident in the first place? And what you generally make of this issue overall. As always, if you have made it this far in the video, congratulations. I always like having you along for the full ride. If you are new here and you are not subscribed already and you would like to see more of me and more of this kind of content, feel free to subscribe to the channel, as well as leaving this video a like and a comment, because I do read the majority of them and I really like hearing your feedback. Of course, and as always, I hope you wonderful little flower people stay very safe and well and make good choices, because they are important. And I will see your pretty faces in the next video.
Great video. Great video. The fact is male to female trans people getting arrested and female to male trans people aren't getting in trouble. Well, this just shows how the other type knows better and doesn't want to cause trouble or conflict to others, especially in the public in Florida. That's a good point. Like, most of the times the outrage you see is female to male trans person. Correlation, causation, coincidence, bullshit kind of thing, who knows? The Florida governor already embraces the role of the villain in these sort of situations, so he's not afraid to push for the consequences and not care about potential backlash. Damn, good on him, man. It's respectable, sure. I can respect that. Chad, yeah, I don't want to think about that. Can we get something else on the screen? Apologies. Apologies.